Hey, everybody. It's Friday. It's Friday in NITA Talk. I'm here in Jamaica. It is stunning at the Hyatt. Maybe I'll show you around a little. See, it's really pretty. Lovely, our room. Just so lovely. Alrighty. And I do my Friday NITA Talk from here. So today I thought I would chat a little bit about living rent free in your brain. And sometimes we end up with so many thoughts that continue to linger long after the incident has happened, long after the things have happened, long after a situation has come, gone, passed, and maybe even the people that it was with have obviously long forgotten about it. It's just living in your brain, rent free. So it's taking up space and time in your head when your brain space mind can be thinking about so many other things. And I know this happens to me. I have it happen often where either I worry about things in the past, I reassess a situation that's happened again and again and again, and it really is done. There's nothing I could do about it. Sometimes I also do things from the future where I think about it, think about it, think about it. There's literally the odds of it happening are slim to none, and yet it still lives in my brain rent free. So, because this is something, often the things I talk about are things that happen to me or that I do. So, I always think of strategies on what I can do about it, how I can think about things differently, what can I do to be better. So, as I was thinking about this topic, I was thinking, all right, what do I do when I notice that I have had thoughts or things taking up space in my brain that are preoccupying me and should be out, and that's not allowing other things, productive things, to come into my brain. So, some of the things that I do when that happens is I write them in a journal. So, I'll write it out, I'll even doodle it. Sometimes it's even like note form. It's not even full sentences. It's just note form, and I think it's because I just want my brain to stop thinking about it. And the fastest way to do that is to write it out. And now it's like I look at it and I'm like, okay, it's gone. And I let it go. And I'll throw it out, I'll recycle it, I'll burn it, whatever. But it's gone. So that's one of the things I do. The other thing that I often do too is sometimes just talking it out with someone. So rather than it sitting in my own brain, I have many good friends. And I have different friends for different things. I have a couple of friends that I talk about work stuff, and then I have a couple of that I talk about, family responsibilities and things about personal relationships. And I have different friends who have different relationships with me, and also I know that they have a different viewpoint. And so sometimes I'll just chat with them. I'll bring it out, I'll talk about it, and that way again, it's out of my own brain. I think what happens when I say that things stick in your brain rent free is just we have that the right sided, left sided brain. You have like one birdie, another birdie, angel, devil, whatever you want to call it. But I've got two Anitas and they argue with each other. And because it's still my brain and me, I'm still sifting through that same scenario again and again. So instead, when I talk about it with someone else, they have a different perspective. And often it just puts my mind to ease and it's done. So that's another thing that I often do. The last one, which is going to be weird because you might be like, Anita, that's still like they're having rent in your house. Sometimes you just can't let everything go. And it's not like you've maybe tried other things and it's still not working. So instead of it lingering in the forefront of your brain, often what I'll do is I'll put it in a box and I'll stick it to the back of my brain. So yeah, it kind of sits there rent free for sure in a box. But if I really am finding that I cannot get rid of something, I've tried and it's still there, but I need it to go away. I need to go from it impacting or upsetting me or just not like letting me do other things in my life and being productive. I will consciously, like very visually, put it in a box, seal up the box, write what's on it on the box, and I'll stick it in the corner. It's like sticking in an attic or garage or basement or whatever. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes something will happen. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I've got that box in there. But most of the time, it's just out of my space. It's out of the forefront of my space. And that in itself helps me a ton. So, how many things do you have sitting rent free in your brain that you really don't want to have it? Figure out if one of those strategies works for you. If you've got something else, let me know what works for you. I'd love to hear about it. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.